Hello, American Rod Shop family. Welcome back to American Rod Shop. My name is Solon, and this is your premier video magazine to find great classic cars for sale. Now, in tonight's episode, I found for you 10 classic cars that I think are all affordable. There's a good price range from low to high. They're daily drivers, or even some are show cars, but they're all from the year 1966, and that was a very good year for cars. So we'll check those out. Plus, we're going to find out who won that little Hot Wheels dragster that we gave away in the last video. We'll announce the winner in that tonight's show. Plus, we'll be giving away another Hot Wheels tonight that we'll draw for in the next upcoming video. And don't forget, we've got your 3 trivia questions. See how well you know your automotive history. Plus, we've got fantasy drag racing segment again tonight. That's always a lot of fun. We'll have that toward the end of the video. Stay tuned for that as well. Guys, buckle up and let's get this video rolling. Let's look at number 1. 1966 Dodge Dart GT, listed in Huntertown, Indiana for $9,500. Up for sale is the sharp little red 1966 Dodge Dart GT that has been driven an original 75,000 miles. This is a good solid car that is an excellent Mopar cruiser for under $10,000. This Dart is powered by the original 225 slant 6 engine, an automatic transmission, and it runs and drives great. The body is good and solid with very little rust if any, and the original red paint is still glossy and displays well. A well-maintained and garaged vehicle, it has had new carpet, a new headliner, new black seat covers have been installed that really make this Dart pop. The seller has started another project car and needs the space and is motivated to sell. Again, this is a good solid Mopar cruiser for under $10,000, asking $9,500 or best offer. Now, if you see a car in tonight's video that you'd like to check out, the links to all these cars can be found over in this video's description. Just go over to where the description's at, click on the word more, and when that expands outward, go down until you see the car that's listed. Click on that link underneath the car, and it'll take you straight to the ad where that car's at for sale. Pulling up in number 2 is a 1966 Ford Galaxie 500 convertible, listed in Highland, Indiana for $15,000. Up for sale by its second owner is this beautiful black 1966 Ford Galaxie 500 convertible that runs and drives very nicely. It is powered by the original 289 engine coupled to the original automatic transmission and has only been driven an original 71,500 miles. The second owner had it undergo a mild restoration about 4 years ago, which included adding many new parts such as a new water pump, new timing chain, a rebuilt carburetor, new belts, new radiator and hoses, a new fuel pump, a starter, a new heater core, new shocks, new gas tank, new battery, new sending units, new cylinders on all 4 wheels, new tires, new cables, new plugs, new wires, and new rotors. Basically, this car has been gone through from top to bottom without destroying or changing the originality of this 66 Galaxie. Everything electrical works great except for the clock. The original black interior is amazing. A great and solid car for only $15,000 or best offer. And guys, we hadn't even got through all the cars tonight, but I think this one's going to be my favorite of them all. Now, if you enjoy these videos, please like, subscribe, and share. And don't forget to turn on that notification bell. You want to be one of the first ones to get notified when these videos drop so that you'll have the earliest chance possible to try and check out these cars that are up for sale. Let's roll on down the highway with number 3. This one is a 1966 Ford F100 pickup listed in Silver Creek, Georgia for $11,500. Up for sale is this very nice white 1966 Ford F100 powered by a 351 motor with two-wheel drive automatic transmission. This seller is motivated to sell and has reduced the asking price from $12,500 down to $11,500. For a mild custom touch, it has had good Cooper tires mounted on chrome reverse rims with Baby Moon hubcaps. In addition, it has received a new Summit Racing aluminum radiator and transmission coolant lines. The original paint looks nice and displays well. The red interior looks good with only a small split on the driver's seat. The inside of the bed has been sprayed with a bed liner coating for protection, and overall this truck runs and drives well for a 58-year-old truck. The seller is only selling to finance another project. It comes with a clean Georgia title, and the seller is asking $11,500 or best offer, cash only, and sorry, no trades. Okay, up with our first trivia question, and let's see how many of you remember this one. What car was considered the most famous for having an exploding fuel tank? If you know that answer, drop it in the comments for fun, and we're going to check all these answers at the end of this video. Number 4 is one of the most beautiful body designs released in 1966. 1966 Oldsmobile Toronado, listed in Fort Lauderdale, Florida for $10,500. Up for sale with a clean Florida title is this beautiful white 1966 Oldsmobile Toronado that is a fantastic running and driving car. Powered by a 425 cubic inch big block mated to a turbo 425 automatic transmission, this is one very hard to find car in this condition. This car has an original 116,000 miles and is super clean inside and out, and the body is very solid. You can tell this car has been well maintained and garage kept because the original paint is still very glossy and the original black interior is solid and complete. Retro sound Bluetooth radio has been installed, and the AC will keep you cool on a hot summer day. Everything electrical works well. All glass is good, and this car is mounted with newer tires. The classic body lines on this car will attract onlookers wherever you go. A low asking price of only $10,500 or best offer for this beautiful cruiser. Trivia question number 2. The last Studebakers were produced in what year? If you know that year and that answer, drop it in the comments. And again, we'll check all of these answers at the end of this video, find out who got what right. Now, number 5 is one you don't see offered very often. 1966 Cadillac Series 75 Fleetwood Limousine, listed in Medford, Oregon for $9,500. Up for sale by its third owner is this rare blue 1966 Cadillac Series 75 Fleetwood Limousine with an incredible 64,000 original miles. It is powered by the original 428.7 cubic inch engine coupled to the original 3-speed automatic transmission, and this limo runs and drives great. It has recently received a professionally installed new blue interior that looks phenomenal and really makes this car stand out. The blue paint is starting to fade in some areas, but still displays well when cleaned up. All glass is good, everything electrical works well, and it has been set up for aftermarket heat and air, but that has not been installed yet. The seller has any missing trim that you don't see in the pictures to go back on the car. The seller was in the middle of restoring this car, but needs to sell to fund a dog rescue organization. He and his wife has started it, so he is motivated to sell and asking a low $9,500 or best offer. Third and final trivia question. What was the nickname the GTO was called in the song GTO by the Beach Boys? If you know that answer, drop it in the comments. And like I've said previously, again, we're going to check all these at the end of the video and see who knows what. Now, if you're looking for a great gift item to find for someone who loves to watch this show, then I advise you to check out the American Rod Shop store. The link to the store can be found over in this video's description. In the store, you can find such great items as t-shirts, coffee mugs, posters, mouse pads, hoodies, and much, much more. And the sale from all these items goes back into supporting this channel. In the spirit of giving back to my community, I wanted to mention a GoFundMe page that's been set up for a man in my area named BRODERICK VOYLES, who goes by CONRAD. He's trying to raise money to purchase a decent car for him. He was out of work for a while previously, had began to use his car to Uber to help earn income, and then was involved in a car wreck that totaled the only car he owned. Luckily, he was okay, but at the present moment, he has no way to get around to see about a job or even to get back to work earning the income the way he had been doing. This GoFundMe page was set up to try and help him get a car for $6,000. We all know that today $6,000 won't buy much of a car. I will put the link to the GoFundMe page in the description in case you'd like to give anything towards that donation go. I understand that times are hard right now, and if you're unable to give, at least keep him in your prayers, guys. Number 6 is a muscle car from 1966. 1966 Chevrolet Caprice, listed in Douglasville, Georgia for $12,500. Up for sale is a barn find that is a silver 1966 Chevrolet Caprice two-door hardtop that has been reduced from $14,000 to $12,500 for a quick sale. Driven less than 60,000 original miles, this 66 Chevy is powered by the original 396 engine with automatic transmission. It runs and drives great. The original black interior is complete and looks nice and features factory bucket seats, console, air conditioning, power steering, and power brakes. It has received a new gas tank, a new fuel pump, new wheel cylinders, a new master cylinder, and new brake flex hoses. The original paint is decent, and there's little rust on the lower fenders and a small rust hole in the hood from sitting in the barn for 22 years. It features the rare gauge pod stationed at the front of the console. Serious inquiries only, asking $12,500 or best offer. Okay, let's pause for a moment here and find out who won the little Hot Wheels milk truck dragster that we gave away in the last video. We are going to go over to raffledash.com, get a comment picker there. We're going to put in the URL code, and then we'll click on pick a comment and find out who won. And the winner is APS 454. Congratulations, APS 454. You're the winner of this little Hot Wheels. You have 7 days to contact me at AmericanRodShop@yahoo.com, and I'll give you details on how to claim your totally free prize. And let's go ahead and reveal what we're giving away in tonight's video. This is another Hot Wheels. This is a 32 Ford Vicky show car. On the side of it, it has the Piper's Rod Shop from South Bay, California. And we'll draw for this in the next upcoming video. To be able to enter this, all you've got to do is first be a subscriber, then put the word show car in the comments and enter as often as you like. You do those 3 things, and you'll be entered in for a chance to win this in the next upcoming video. Lucky number 7, 1966 Volkswagen Type 3 Fastback, listed in Columbus, Ohio for $10,000. Up for sale is a very hard to find Generation 1 blue 1966 Volkswagen Type 3 Fastback that runs and drives great. It is powered by the rebuilt original flat 4 engine with a manual 4-speed transmission with a Gene Berg shifter and has only 10,000 miles on it since being rebuilt. The paint is fading, which gives it a great custom nostalgia look, and the original blue interior is nice and solid. This fastback features the original rare hand-cranked factory sunroof that was an option on some vehicles that year. It has received a Type 1 beam conversion with air ride all around for the four wheels mounted on early VW axles. The mild custom look has been topped off with a new dash pad and a custom CIP1 gas burner wheels. This car has a clean title, and the seller's asking $10,000 or best offer for this classic 1966 Volkswagen Type 3 fastback. Number 8, 1966 Chevrolet Corvair Monza, listed in Landisburg, Pennsylvania for $9,000. Up for sale by its third owner is this turquoise 1966 Chevrolet Corvair Monza two-door sport coupe that has been driven only 72,137 miles since the engine was completely overhauled in 2016. It is powered by a 110 horsepower turbo air engine coupled to an automatic power glide transmission, and it runs and drives great. The original turquoise interior looks incredible with the exception of the vinyl dashboard, which shows a crack in the middle. The turquoise paint is decent, has a few visible flaws, but overall still displays well. Minor custom touches include tinted windows and Coker white wall tires. It makes a great daily driver and always garners compliments wherever the owner takes it. Asking a reasonable $9,000 or best offer, and it comes with a clean title. And if you don't find your dream car in this video, be sure to check out some of our other posted videos. There are still a lot of great cars in those, just like this video here, the last one that we posted just a few days ago. Still some very affordable cars in that video for sale. Headed toward the finish line is number 9, and this one is a rare one. 1966 AMC Ambassador DPL, listed in Carmel, Indiana for $11,500. Up for sale by its second owner is this rare white all-original classic 1966 AMC Ambassador DPL with a low 54,000 original miles. Powered by the original 327 engine and automatic transmission, it runs and drives well, but will need a tune-up, new tires, and a transmission pan gasket. Bought from the original owners from an estate sale, this car was well maintained and garage kept all of its life and comes with original papers, including original sales order sheet from the dealership. The original white paint is shiny and displays well, but does have a few small paint bubbles that should be an easy fix. This car still has the original rear seat pillows that came with the car when new. The original interior looks incredible, but has one small rip in the top rear of the front seat, but the seller has the matching vinyl to repair it. This is a great opportunity on a beautiful, rare classic car. Asking price is $11,500 or best offer for this 1966 AMC Ambassador DPL. And guys, you don't find cars like this and this great of this condition hardly anymore. Hey, and listen, at the end of this video, if you would like to, drop in the comments what was your favorite car in tonight's video and why. Some of you guys are leaving fantastic comments filled full of great info, stories about cars you had when you were younger, and I just really appreciate that, and I enjoy reading that stuff so much, and I know the other viewers do as well. All right, we finally made it to number 10. And listen, right after this, we still got the fantasy drag racing segment to go. Plus, we're going to be giving the answers to the 3 trivia questions to find out how many got those right. Number 10, 1966 Ford Thunderbird Coupe, 2-door, listed in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina for $8,010. Up for sale by its second owner is a white 1966 Ford Thunderbird Coupe, 2-door, that is mechanically sound and runs and drives great. In the late 1990s, the original 390 motor and automatic transmission was rebuilt and has only been driven 88,000 miles since then. It comes with power steering and power brakes, AC, power windows, and cruise control. This car has had a lot of new parts added. That's way too many to list. This car starts first time and every time. The original older paint that shines well, but does have a few blemishes. The seller has the original hubcaps to go back on it. All chrome and the red leather interior appear to be in very nice original condition. Everything electrical works as it should except for the electric windows, and the owner is currently working on that issue to resolve it. The body is solid and does not appear to have any rust issues. This car is a perfect cruiser and a good daily driver with a low asking price of $8,010. Okay, we've made it to the section of the video that everybody loves, the fantasy drag racing. We got some of the drivers warming their tires up in the back. I'll get them to shut their motors off here in just a minute so we can kind of give you some details of what's going on. Alrighty, each week we take 6 subscribers and then we pit them against each other in 3 races and find out who is the best fantasy drag race driver. We'll go ahead and get that underway, and let's check out these races. Okay, in this first race, we're going to have NDS2 versus Roxanne May. And in the second race, we've got Albert Pendergraft versus Jack Goodrich 79. And in the third race, we've got Tully on the Rocks versus Waverly Griffin. In this first race, on the inside lane, you got NDS2 driving the 82 Cutlass, and in the far lane in the 68 Camaro, you got Roxanne May. Let's get both these drivers up to the line, and we'll be ready to go racing. NDS2 pops a small wheelie. Looks like they're both just about neck and neck going down the line. This is going to be a close race, ladies and gentlemen. And NDS2 takes the win at 9.47 seconds, just 1/10 of a second ahead of Roxanne May. Okay, let's review that race. You're going to see NDS2 here pop a small wheelie, gets completely off the ground. You would think that might slow him down, but here we can see him kind of approaching neck to neck down the strip. There's no telling who would be the winner at this point until you get down further, and that's so close that only the light can tell who won what race, and that was NDS2. Okay, in race number 2, we have got Albert Pendergraft racing the 58 Chevy on the inside lane. And on the back lane, we've got Jack Goodrich 79 racing the 37 Chevy Coupe. Both of them catches air and pops wheelies. Looks like that possible Albert's ahead at this point. And the race is won by... And Jack Goodrich takes the light for the win at 9.75 seconds, only a half a second ahead of Albert Pendergraft. All right, let's review this race and see what happened. We see both of them right off the starting line here doing wheelies. Appears that Albert came down a little bit further ahead, but he actually bounced twice, which may have initially slowed him down that half a second, allowing Jack Goodrich to take the lead and win the race by just over a half a second. Now the third and final race, we have Tully on the Rocks on the inside lane driving the 1940 Willys Coupe. And on the far lane, we've got Waverly Griffin driving the 62 Ford Falcon. Get them lined up here and we're ready to go racing. Looks like the Falcon did a wheelie, got off the light just a little bit late, allowing Tully on the Rocks to take the lead and the light with a win at 8.96 seconds. Okay, let's review race 3. You can see Waverly over there in that 62 Falcon get a pretty good wheelie when he comes off of the line, catches full air, and you've got Tully on the Rocks in that 40 Willys Coupe staying pretty well much glued to the ground. And I think that what makes the outcome in Tully's favor. At this point, it looks like they're running neck and neck alongside each other. But in the end there, Tully on the Rocks takes the win at 9/10 of a second ahead of Waverly Griffin in the 62 Ford Falcon. Okay, here are your winners for the fantasy drag races. Let's all give them a hand there. NDS2, Jack Goodrich 79, and Tully on the rocks. Appreciate everybody tuning in for the fantasy drag race. And here also is the driver race list for the next race coming up in the next video. And now we're going to go over to the trivia questions and get the answers there that you've been waiting on. The answer to trivia question number 1 was what car was the most famous for having an exploding gas tank, and that was the Ford Pinto. Number 2, 1966 was the year that Studebaker quit producing cars. And the answer to number 3, in the Beach Boys song GTO, the nickname for their GTO was Pon Pon, which stood for Pontiac. Well, there you go, guys and gals. That wraps up another video for American Rod Shop. I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed bringing it to you. God bless each and every one of you, and I'll see all you guys and gals in the next video.